Hey, this is Peter from iHeart Guitar, and today we're at Roland, and we're going to check out the new ME-80 with Josh Munday. He's an awesome player from Australia, and you've got to check this thing out. This is amazing. Here we go.
Thanks, Peter. Cool. Okay, guys, so this is the brand new Boss ME-80. It's an upgrade from the ME-70, and while it looks quite similar, there are some major upgrades going on. So we've kept the same knob-based user-friendly interface, so it's old school Boss pedal style of editing, but not really editing. You just turn a knob and it's immediate gratification for tonal change. So that's great and it's nice and easy. In the same amount of real estate that we used to have 4-foot switches, we now have 8. So that's huge. And they're not rocker switches, they're 2 independent rows of foot switches with different peaks at different levels, so you don't accidentally hit one while you're trying to press the other. It's very obvious when it's under your feet which one you're pressing, so that's nice. 2 different modes. Memory mode and manual mode. So memory mode is individual patch mode. So we've got 4 individual patches along the front that can completely change the whole configuration of amps and effects and different things that are on board here. Got a dedicated bank up and down foot switch now, which is really handy. Before on the ME-70 it was shared with the other 4 switches, so now it's dedicated. A control pedal that's inherited from the GT series. That allows us to turn individual effects on or off within each patch, and then in the next patch change it to be something else, and up to 4 or 5 different effects at once you can have activating. This foot switch switches us between memory mode and manual mode. In manual mode, they're just 7 individual Boss pedals corresponding to their part up here, their section up here. Expression pedal, which when off is a volume pedal, but then when you switch it on the toe, push it down like a wah pedal, it gives you wah, pitch shifting, and also the freeze function, which is really cool. It's like a piano sustain pedal, so you play a chord, push down on the toe, it sustains the chord for you, play over the top, pull back on the heel, and it releases the chord for you. So that's a whole lot of fun jamming tool. The sound, now this has the brand new flagship amps from the GT100. Selection of those, and they just sound fantastic. I'm going to show you those in a moment, direct into the PA, direct into the camera, so you can hear what they sound like, sort of under the microscope, not through a guitar amp, but straight in, direct. So they sound great. We've also got 2 multi-effects sections, which means that even though we've got a delay section here, we've got a second delay up here. Even though we've got a modulation section here, so if we use that for, say for pitch shifting, you've still got chorus, delay, phaser, and flanger up here. There's a pickup converter, single quarter humbucker, which I'll show you in a moment. There's all the distortion pedals and overdrive pedals, a huge library of those, and modulation, so we've got pitch shifting and chorus, delays, all chorus and phases and flanges. In the delay section, we also have a 38-second looper and the new Terra Echo pedal, so they're both on board in there now. And USB, very important. USB in 2014, we have the brand new Boss Tone Studio software, which is a free download. Shows you all the parameters that are on board on that particular patch. The signal chain along the top and what's on and what's off. And what's on's got a red light above it so we can see what's there. The patches down the side here. And also another cool screen here that looks like a bit like a pedal where we can just grab the parameters and slide them around. And that live updates in the ME-80. If we change the knob in the ME-80, it live updates in the software. So it's speaking to each other. Of course, it will do audio into your PC or Mac as well for recording. And if you don't want to learn how to program, and that doesn't interest you at all, which is most guitarists I've ever met, we have a brand new website called BossToneCentral.com, which has just been launched 3 days ago, which has famous people's patches, artist tips and tricks, videos, all sorts of stuff. So Gus G collection, Marty Friedman collection, Alex Hutchins, lots of famous guitar players. And if we scroll down, there's some not so famous guitar players have their patches up here too. So we're going to click through to that just so you can see the content here. And in the content you can see, once it loads up there, NAMM has the world's slowest internet connection. There we go. Okay, so there's a video of me playing to the patches, some sound grabs, some SoundCloud sound grabs of the patches, and explanations and the actual patches themselves. And you just download them and blast them into the ME-80. So I'm going to show you all those patches right there. I'm going to flick over to the camera here so we can see the ME-80 that's at my feet. Here it is. And I'm going to play through a bunch of patches direct into the recording device so you can hear what it sounds like. Now, importantly, I'm using a Strat here. It is the Fender modeling Strat, but I'm not using any of the modeling. It's without batteries. I've taken them out. So this is a standard 3 single-coil Strat with a stop tailpiece as well. Very important because you'll hear some whammy functions, so your whammy bar functions. You'll hear slide simulation, all from the expression pedal. You'll hear humbucker tones, from the single coil to humbucker converter on board, and all from this little Strat. So all the guitar sounds are coming from the ME-80. Some backing parts I'm going to play from my iPad here. So let's have a listen.